Hello. Can anybody hear me? I just want to make sure the mic is working good right now, if it's low or not. Any ones in the chat if the mic is too low? Okay, how are you guys doing tonight? I think I just got everything set up now. Just want to make sure the mic is working well because I kind of tweaked a little bit of the settings here. Just doing a slight mic test. Just let me know if it's a little too low because I kind of have an issue with that sometimes. Just gonna tweak it a little bit here. I think that might be like the highest that this mic goes. I'm not entirely too sure. Maybe I'm tripping, I don't know. I think we can actually, yeah, I think I'm ready to start now. All right. I'm just gonna turn this music off real quick. Might actually pick some different music here, but this is my first stream back because it's been a little minute. I won't lie. I've been very busy with a lot of things, and I have been wanting to come back to content creation actually for a while now, but I just have not had the time where really I haven't really had any ideas on where to take my channel, to be honest. One of the last live streams I did, which was the only live stream I did, was working on essentially the first version of my monster tamer that I wanted to develop. And I just had like a big like reinvigoration with that project, and that is what I'm going to be streaming for the foreseeable future. I'll probably like add in like a few things here and there, maybe like gaming stuff. Maybe I'm not too big on that. Like not gaming, but just streaming gaming. It'll mostly just be art streams, but I won't just limit it to just the the monster tamer stuff. So, but that is what I'm going to be doing today, and possibly for the next few streams too. So essentially, I guess just to introduce it, this is my monster tamer. My monster tamer is called Mon-Buki. Mon-Buki, monster. Buki is the Japanese word for weapon because it's monsters that can turn into weapons. And the concept essentially is like for a game that is an action RPG, kind of think Kingdom Hearts, newer Final Fantasy games, things like that. So it's very much so like my dream game in a way because I love like Kingdom Hearts gameplay. Not too big on the story; it's very corny, but you know, to each their own. Um, and I really love just monster tamers, like monster tamers in general. Like obviously the big one you think about is Pokemon, but like just monster tamers in general, they're all very just good in my opinion, and all very creative. And I just love like making different creatures. I've been doing it for a while, so yeah. I guess just to before I get into what we're actually designing today, I want to kind of go over some of the starters so far. So far, I have the concept is that there's four starters: a fire starter, a water starter, a nature starter, and a simple starter is what the attribute is. Yo, what's good? How you doing? What's good? What's good? So here's the water starter. He's based off of a tadpole and a note, like a music note. Um, so oh look at that, my chat box, it's messed up. Can I scale it? Okay, I think that's good. Hopefully it doesn't just fly off the rails. um, Okay, but essentially, he is based off of a music note, and in the game, since it's an action RPG, you essentially are a blacksmith apprentice or like a blacksmith um, trainee, essentially. And what you, yeah, yeah, he's kind of like, he also has like automaton inspirations as well. Actually, his very first design, which I made like almost 2 years ago at this point, it wasn't specifically made for this concept. It's just that I had the design laying around. I wasn't doing anything with it, so I reconceptualized it. Um, Essentially, he just kind of evolved over time, and I really like the designs that now. There's probably going to be the final, but essentially, the game has four different weapon types. One is they're all not they're necessarily they're based on different actions, but they have different looks. I'm not sure how to explain it, but essentially it's slash, bash, shoot, and cast. So slash is like traditionally slashing weapons, so like think swords. Bash is generally like blunt weapons, so like hammers. Shoot is gun, so this is what he represents. He's the shoot like starter, so he can turn into a gun. And then cast is magic and like rods and stuff like that. So this is the water starter, and then this is the fire starter. He's based off of he's the cast starter of like the four. So he has a rod as being the weapon he turns into, and he's based off of like art and like graffiti things of that. So he kind of looks like a spray bottle, like a paint can spray bottle, and that's kind of like the shape I was trying to get. Like it took me a minute to get here. He kind of looks like Charmeleon here. I'm not gonna lie, but like it took me a minute to kind of get here. It's kind of crazy. But the next one I'm working on is the nature starter, and the nature starter is what we're going to be working on today or tonight, I guess, because it is like I mean I'm not sure about everybody else, but I'm like East Coast, so it's like 10 right now. But I'm gonna be streaming for a little bit, just trying to get some ideas down for this guy. Essentially, all of these starters represent a different type of artistry. The water starter represents essentially music. The fire starter represents art, so painting, things like that. So that's why it looks like a paint tray can. The nature starter, which is what we're working on today, represents architecture, and it's like building and things like that. And then the simple starter, which is currently not conceptualized, but I do have a lot of ideas when I do start that. He is based off of writing, so we'll see how it gets there. So I'm just gonna start working on this guy. If you guys like have any questions about it, I'm gonna be yapping. Yeah. Oh my God. Look, is dead bedspread. Oh my God. No way. But yeah, he's a turtle, a tortoise, maybe. Um, because this is based off of architecture, he has like a treehouse on his back. Like that's his shell. His shell is a treehouse. So I am going to go ahead and start now. I'm not really sure. Like I just know like for the first stage. Oh, what's good, Lunk? I just know for the first stage, I really want to work on. I really don't want his face to show. Like, I kind of want him to be hiding in his shell. Because I kind of still want to give, like, the thing that, like, Pokemon does, where they give, like, their starters, like, different personalities and stuff like that. Because I don't want these guys to be, like, so like because in a way like monster tamers are like they're their own characters, so might as well. Plus it makes them more unique. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to see like how I want to do this. just because I don't just want to stick with the first design that I kind of think of because I feel like that would be really lame. What to what? What the what? Like definitely something that I want to accomplish with this guy is that he's definitely the bulkiest out of the four, just because he's the he's the big beefy like nature guy. But also again, he's based off of like he's in the not saying that all quote like bash Mon-Buki are going to be like just big and bulky because I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of having like very unique like different skill sets, I guess. And it kind of makes everything a little bit too homogenous. Like, so I want them to be different, but I do want this guy to be very big. Um, I cannot join call right now, just because I wanna be streaming, just solo. How many stages will the creatures have? Right now, I'm thinking just three. Just because I was thinking I was gonna give them four, and the reason why I'm not giving them four is because I don't know. I don't know how to really fill in the blanks, to be honest. Maybe that might change. I'm not entirely too sure. I'm sorry, Kaifun. But maybe that might change. I'm not entirely too sure right now. Just because I do want to kind of have like each line be very cohesive. So I think the max is three, and possibly depending on how like the how everything is going and everything like that, like in terms of design and where I want to take these guys, it might be four, but I think three is the sweet spot, to be honest. I feel like you can really have like a whole like lifespan within the three. It's kind of like Digimon. Digimon is very just like I love Digimon, but it is a little all over the place, and a lot of their final designs end up being just just people at the end a lot of the times. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. Like War Greymon, you can't tell me that's just a dragon man. Like I don't know where that even came from. When you go from War Greymon from Metal Greymon, like it's kind of a leap. They don't look anything alike besides like the similarities that they do have between each other. So that's kind of what I kind of want to go ahead and do, just because especially with the weapon aspect, since all of them will turn into a weapon, I don't want to kind of because the weapon's gonna evolve with them as well, and I don't want to like go kind of crazy with how much the weapon changes, just because it does have to be kind of like 3D modelable. Because my goal for this, because I am learning 3D modeling, it's kind of an arduous process because it's hard and it's very time consuming. But I do want to learn 3D modeling, and a lot of that. Let me actually turn on some music. Sorry, I'm like getting sidetracked because I feel like I had some decent music on, but the Mario music was kind of getting to me. Like I'm not sure why it was like. Hold on, I'm gonna put my tried and true. Hold on. I got it here. I got it. I gotta put on some nice music. Cause the last time I actually played music, I got do Puzzle Plank Galaxy. Oh, okay, I'll play that. Hold on. Okay, actually, can I play that without being copyright struck? Yeah, I can. Okay, okay. It's literally just Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah, I'm just putting this on right now. Okay. Is this like super loud? Like is my voice like clear over the music? I just want to make sure like my mic isn't like super low. Because I definitely don't want that. Just because I know sometimes my mic can get kind of low. Wait, you don't hear the music at all? What? Hold on. No way. Wait a minute. Oh shit, I literally have like... No music playing? What? No, hold on, hold on. I got this, I got this. I'm gonna fix it right now. I'm gonna fix it right now. Huh. Wow, that kind of sucks. I'm not sure why the music's not playing, actually. Because I literally hear it. That's so weird. Wait, hold on. I want to fix this first before I get back into this because I kind of want the music to be playing in the background. Okay. Does it sound... Is it too loud? Can you guys hear it now? So I just want to make sure before I continue here, just so I know that everything's working fine. Oh, okay. Is it too loud? Does it like drown out my voice, or is it good? It's good? Okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Alright. Let me get back to this here. So yeah, this guy is based off of a tortoise, a land tortoise. And he is also a treehouse, as you can see from his treehouse body thingy. Oh, a tiny bit? Okay, let me go ahead and do that. Is that too loud? Or is it too low? I should say not too loud, but is it too low? Because like it just sounds the same in my headphones, so I'm not I'm not able to actually hear it. Like I'm not hearing it like drown my voice out. It's perfect? Okay, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So one thing I wanted to do was kind of make him a little timid, but also like kind of like just bulky, I guess. I guess the most of this is coming from the fact that he's kind of top heavy because of the whole treehouse thing. So I kind of need that to be semi-present, obviously. It's like a really big part of the design. I'm just yapping at this point. Sorry about that. When it comes to what I want to do for this design here, just because he does represent the bash part of the quadfecta of the weapon types. Actually, to speak about the weapon types a little bit, so Slash has, so each type of quote-unquote weapon, because there's not a specific weapon for each one. So each type of, I guess type, you could call them, they all have different weapons. So Slash has swords, axes, and sides. Would that be the word? Sides? I'm just going to call them sides for now. So all those three, those would be considered Slash. For Bash, it would be hammers, clubs, and... Hold on, I actually have it because now I'm like blanking for some reason when I'm talking about it. Hold on, I literally have this like in my phone. So Bash is... Okay, there you go. Bash is hammers, gauntlets, and clubs. Shoot is guns, bow, and arrow, and cannon. And then cast is rods, so like wand rods, tomes, and then the last one I have for staves, so it's more of like a support type of like a support type of archetype, but I'm not entirely married to the idea yet, so that is definitely subject to change in the future. I'm not trying to, because it is conceptually a single player game, technically, so I'm not trying to do I'm not trying to like force, like, I mean, if someone wants to do it, they can, but I don't want it to be just that the players like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just heal my NPC like teammates, which would be the other monsters, because it would be, you can have up to 3 monsters on your team, and also with those 3 monsters, one of them would have to turn into a weapon. I'm working out a lot of the specifics, like abilities, how type advantage works, which is probably going to be more like Monster Hunter, like where there is an inherent advantage to having a weapon type an attribute be effective against the monsters that you're fighting against, or like the different smithies that you're fighting against. That's a little bit of a spoiler. But I am still, again, working out the details with that. I'm planning on making a video series about it, because that's why I wanted to actually stream my progress on this, just because I feel like that would be like a really good way to kind of get people engaged in the idea, just because I've been kind of thinking about this for a while, especially since it's like a new iteration of it, I guess. Because I did start this before, but I didn't really have a clear direction with it. And it was a little frustrating, I won't lie, because I was like super like happy about the whole idea, and then out of nowhere I just kind of got burnt out on it, because I just wasn't I just didn't know where to go with it. I was thinking about a lot of different things, and none of it just seemed like fun to me. Like, it didn't really like fit. Like, I had like evolution trees that expanded like to like like the fucking like different stages of the universe, and it was just literally insane. Like, actually, no, I could not do it. So essentially what I'm trying to do now is actually be a lot more cohesive, which is where the idea for the like monsters turning into weapons came from. Because that was actually the original idea for my monster tamer, but I didn't really know how to incorporate it, so I just kind of went ahead and just dropped it. Because actually, just a short, quick little detour here. This is actually the first time, I don't know when I started this, but this was the first time I actually came up with this. This is the original design for the water starter. He's kind of ugly here. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of ugly, and that was the old gun. kind of boring. And these were some of the other ones. They're not staying. Obviously, these guys are super sacked. But this is a blob, very unoriginal. This was a sludge, very unoriginal. This was a cat ninja, super unoriginal. And the last one is like a what's the guy's name from? Damn, I'm like forgetting his name right now. The guy from Final Fantasy VV. There we go. He's pretty much just him, and that's super unoriginal. So yeah, as you can see, I dropped it very fast because there wasn't really much there, to be honest. And I should have just went ahead and just did something like different with it, and I just didn't. And I just kind of dropped it and went in like a completely different direction. And that is like literally right here. Like just, well, not this specifically, but actually this. Like just a bunch of shit that doesn't really make a lot of sense. All this is scrap, by the way. This is like nothing that even exists currently. A lot of that is here, and then in a lot of not a lot of notes apps that I have. And a lot of these designs, they might get repurposed, more than likely, because there are some designs that I actually really enjoy that I made when I was in the second iteration, technically, of this project. But I'm more so, I'm actually I'm being very intentional about this, just because I don't want to kind of lose the momentum I have on it. But I'm not sure if I should add like another tree to this to make him like more tree like more, because he's like based off a tree house. So I'm not sure if I should add more windows. Like this is like wood technically, so like I'm not sure if I should do that. Add more windows. Maybe I'm definitely gonna give him some nails, little toenailsies. Oh, that looks awful. Jesus Christ. Give him a little bit of toenail action. Just because it looks weird if he's just reptile, no toes. Not really sure like what to call. I'm not sure what to call any of these. I was thinking the water starter could be called like Tad Bora because that was his name before, but I feel like that's a little too on the nose. I like the name, but it's like drum and tadpole. But I feel like I could be more original than that, so I'm gonna keep thinking on it there, just because I feel like it's not gonna be. I really want a lot of these names to stand out, and names are not my strong suit, like at all. So I definitely want to kind of overcome that and make some kind of banger names for these guys, just because one, I want their inspiration to like kind of shine through on the namings conventions, and then two, these are like my guys, like no fake mon over here. These are all mine. So I want to give them justice. But anyways, how are you guys doing tonight? So you can see, I see a few of you guys are watching stream. I appreciate you guys for watching it at this time. I decided to stream at the weirdest time, 4 o'clock. I'm 4 o'clock. Whoa. I'm like in the future right now. I decided to stream at 10 p.m. EST. I didn't realize how talking so much could definitely have a effect on your throat. That's crazy. How many types do you have planned currently? So As of right now, the types that I have, and I'm just gonna list them out by what I have listed here right now. Yeah. So fire, water, earth, bolt, which is kind of like the electric typing, if you want to call it that. Frost, void, cosmic, zephyr, simple, which is the normal type stand-in, corruption, arcane, and justice. So in total, about 12 types. And each, I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but since there's not going to necessarily be gym leaders per se, but since the thing is that you're a blacksmith in training, you fight against master blacksmiths to essentially gain your rank slash certification to become a master blacksmith yourself. And with that being said, I won't have a master blacksmith for each attribute, just because I don't want to kind of like, I don't want them to be beholden to a type. I would prefer they have their specific Mon-Buki where they kind of use them as their ace, because they're gonna have two other ones that are like on their sides. Just because when you fight them, I'm like stepping all over my words. When you fight them, you're essentially going to have a 1v1 where it's you, the player, with your two monsters versus them and their two monsters, and then the weapon that you guys are wielding would be the third monster that you have. And then you can like kind of cycle, like, is how I imagine the gameplay would work here. But that's just what I feel like it should be. I don't want them to just be like Pokemon type, like gym leaders, where it's like a single type thing. I know like not every single Pokemon gym leader has single types, because Blue exists. But he's like the exception to the rule, to be honest, just because he's like, he's literally the original rival, so him being a gym leader and then not being a monotype just makes sense, I guess, in my opinion. So personally, I think I'm not gonna do that. I don't know how many master smithies I want to have specifically, but I just know I want to have a good many where they aren't very boring, I guess. Like, I want them to be very unique characters that stand out, that actually have a purpose in whatever story I'll be crafting for it. Because I kind of hate it when a character just kind of shows up, they do something really cool, and then you just never see them again. And it's kind of boring. I'm sorry. Pokemon does it a lot. I'm not shitting on it. It's just true. They do it a lot, and it's a little boring and kind of annoying, because I'm just like, well, I kind of wanted to see this guy again. I think the only time they didn't do that was Black and White, where you see them at the end. And I thought that shit was like so cool. So I'm just like, whoa, like finally, these guys are actually fucking doing something. Like, you know, they're like the pillars of their community, and they just don't do anything after you beat them one time. So that's one thing that I want to do. I just want them to be like kind of like bigger parts of the story, especially like, I'm not sure how I want to craft it yet. Like, if there's going to be like different regions that you can go to, like biomes and stuff like that. Just because of like, I guess, scaling with how Mon-Buki can be captured and stuff like that. There isn't going to be, at least from what I thought of already, I don't want there to be a specific capture item, because I don't feel like that really functions for this. What I want to do, since they are weapons, is that I kind of just want them to actually be tamed, per se. Oh, hey there, Oni boy. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Like, I don't want them to be caught. I just kind of want them to be tamed. Yeah, the system that I have in my head currently is that they can you essentially will be able to tame them by giving them their favorite food, and the favorite food corresponds with the different attribute. Yes, he is a good boy. He's a little scaredy cat treehouse turtle. He's the nature starter for my little monster tamer that I'm currently working on here. Don't have a name for him yet, but he's, we're coming along. We're coming along. Just trying to see what I want to do with him. I think he kind of came along the fastest, because I'm really liking the way this is looking so far. I'm not sure if it's going to stay exactly the same. I am doing good, just sitting here, chilling, just drawing my little turtle guy. Trying to see, because like the shell, like I want the shell and the you're making a tabletop game? Sounds cool. I haven't played a tabletop game in like actual ages. I just know because I have a friend who like is making a card game, and I just know the balancing for that is like probably a nightmare. So I cannot imagine balancing a tabletop game. Like I guess obviously it is like a card game, so it functions a little differently than like standard tabletop games, but it sounds like a nightmare, to be honest. Dang, yeah, I think, hold on, because I don't want the tree to be too crazy, just because it is just the first stage, so I want him to be a little... Okay, wait, hold on, I think we're getting somewhere. I think the feet could be a little... Oh, actually making a video game, but actually design a tabletop game. Okay, that's actually really funny, but also like extremely impressive, because how do you do that? Like, how do you go from video game to tabletop game? That is very impressive, in my opinion, personally. So yeah, I want to go ahead. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and change the music a little bit here. Kind of want to listen to some Sonic soundtracks. Hold on. Because I found this playlist that I like. It's like super chill lo-fi like remixes of Sonic songs. Can you guys hear that? I just want to make sure. Especially when it comes to designing these guys. Or just designing in general. I like that. I like the chill vibe, even though that's like not true. My whole Spotify like drawing playlist is like actual just like It's just the craziest mix of songs that you could ever imagine. It's not coherent at all. I'm not sure if I should give him a tail. Um, I think this is like the worst like reference of a tortoise. Well, not really, because I like the little. Hey, what's good, El Fake Mon? Making a monster tamer. Then I was thinking of going to a convention to show it to your tree, and I wanted somewhere, so I made a little coin sliding game. So now I'm making. Damn, you just started stacking projects. You just started stacking projects, and I really just want to get like once I get like a lot of stuff done for this, I kind of just want to like start making this game, to be honest, because I'm like really, I mean, 3D modeling is like the biggest hurdle for me right now, just because I'm learning it, and I kind of want these guys to look a certain way. So it's gonna be a lot of work, but honestly, it's pretty cool. Just the fact that you went to a convention. How do you actually get into like did you have your own table at a convention, or were you just like showing it around? Because I've always actually wanted to know. I actually don't know what engine I want to use yet. Because right now I'm like in the big concept stage phase. I was thinking Godot? Is that what it's called? Godot? But I might just go with Unity, to be honest, because I feel like that's probably the easiest. But I really like, I've been watching a lot of videos on the Godot engine. Is that what it's called? Godot? I think so. I'm going to go with that. I've been seeing a lot of videos on it, and I like the way that the way that the games look on there, because I know Five Nights at Freddy's was made on there, but that I'm not trying to make Five Nights at Freddy's, but I've been seeing like a lot of videos from it. Oh, you just signed? Oh, okay. I actually didn't think it was that easy. I thought you had to be like approved and stuff like that, and you had to have like a specific type of following or something. I actually thought it was a lot harder than that. Yeah, I think the one window here is actually fine. I feel like I should add something to the window. Yeah, I did see that it's open source, so it's like constantly getting updated by like a bunch of people. So I think I'm not sure if I'll have to try both, just because I want this game to be like a 3D like action RPG. Um, just making the thing that scares me the most is literally just actually getting all of the making all of the 3D models for these guys. Oh, okay, so it's more like a first come first serve type of deal. It's not like what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's first come first serve, but what will be the height of this mod? Are you using Unity? Yeah, I was thinking about using Unity. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's I have like the slightest bit of experience. I made like a tiny like RPG with it that was like maybe like 5 minutes long, but like I don't know if I want to use Unity. I'm still in the debating phase right now. I am using Blender currently. At least I'm learning Blender. And Blender, it's like learning it is really hard, because it's like having to go ahead and get a PhD, and I don't have that. But sorry, to answer your question, Elfakemon, the height of this mon, it's so this is for my original monster tamer, Mon-Buki, and he's actually not very big. He's actually pretty small. He's just a little tortoise guy, just hanging out. He's probably like, I would say maybe 3 feet, like with the tree. So he's not very big, I would say. Maya? Oh, I don't think I've actually heard of that before. I might have to actually take a look at that. Wait, sorry, I'm just adjusting the... I'm just adjusting the chat here because it's a little weird. Like, I'm not sure why it's so spread out. I guess that's gonna have to be... Yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be the best. How tall is Ash? Isn't he like... Isn't he like 4 feet tall? No, I'm tripping. He has to be like maybe 5, like 5 feet. I'm gonna lock in my answer. Yeah, I think he's like 5 feet tall. Oh, okay. So then you just have a lot of experience with it, so that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like maybe I just need to do more research on it, but I'm not sure if I should go with Blender. It's like that's what everybody uses, especially because it's like open source as well, I believe. So a lot of people just tend to gravitate towards that, and it's free. 4'7"? Wow, that's kind of short. I mean, I know he's 10, but damn. Yeah, I kind of want to. I'm not sure where to essentially make my 3D models at yet, especially because I need to actually put a lot of time into learning the systems themselves, and then like see how I'm gonna do this. Because I have a I'm trying to gain the life of a solo indie dev, so clearly I have a lot of time on my hands. I don't. It's like I wish. I think I'm actually liking this, but I'm not sure if I should iterate on this. Yeah, I'm streaming on my PC right now, so I have Blender downloaded on my PC. But yes, I do work. I do my art on an iPad. At, dang, that that makes so much sense. Especially like because if you work in the industry, I especially if you're like full time, I doubt you would have a lot of time to do your own stuff. That's like the one. I mean, I don't work in an industry job like for any of that, unfortunately. I'm trying to at least get into tech, but a lot of at least the job that I'm doing right now, which is IT, I don't really like. I don't like the fact that it takes up so much of my time and I can barely do what I actually want to do. Honestly, I would love to switch to full indie if I could. Like, if I can, like, actually, like, I guess work on my YouTube channel and, like, monetize it in some way and, like, actually get any type of revenue from it that's livable, yeah, that'd be great. But right now, unfortunately, that is not looking like it. Just because I've been so just out of the loop with, like, YouTube stuff, which is why I want to like make videos on my monster tamer. Essentially, I said it at the beginning of the stream. I know not everybody was there, but I'm just gonna reiterate. Like that's like the biggest thing I wanted to do was to come back and make videos specifically for my monster tamer, and like kind of get people like interested in the idea and everything like that. Just because it's been an idea that's been brewing in my head for like a really long time. Um, so I just kind of wanted to put it out there and start. I have like the whole idea for the first video, but it's like a lot of art I have to make for it. Because I kind of already have like the main story generally already kind of, or at least the introduction, I should say, figured out already. Okay, I feel like he's good like this. I think maybe I should add another tree. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know if I want to add another tree. I feel like that would just make the design a little too out there. Maybe like another bush? Like another set of leaves? Damn, no, I feel you. Like literally, the last video I put out wasn't even like art related. It was about the Sonic racing game. And yeah, well, Fake Mon, if you want to, you could share it on your IG. That's completely fine. But yeah, the last video I made was just a yap video about Sonic racing, just because I was actually really excited about that game. Or I still am, because it hasn't come out yet. But I want to make more like yappy type videos, but I just don't know what to yap about. Yeah, because the thing is here is that there's going to be a tree present for each stage, but the issue that I'm kind of running into here, because this monster's based off of architecture, so this first part is supposed to signify a treehouse. Then the second stage is going to signify I don't know yet. That's why I'm concepting this. But the last stage I do know is going to be based off of, well, big like skyscraper buildings and stuff like that. So that's what he's going to be based off. The middle one I'm not entirely too sure. Maybe I might do like brick and mortar stores, possibly. Just like a mid-sized building, or maybe just like an actual just a house, and then we move on to like skyscraper buildings on the last one. Just because the hammer itself, because they change it to weapons, is going to be very heavily inspired by what this monster has on its back. So the first one is going to be the tree is like the handle essentially, and then the actual tree house is the bludgeoning thing. Oh, thank you. Because it's called the whole concept. It's called, well, I'm sorry. Let me go backwards. So it's called Mon-Buki. So it's monster, and so it's any theme, because I'm still in like the really early stages of it. I just really want to like get my concepts out. But I guess as an overview, essentially Caribbean mythology. Oh my god, like from where? Because I'm Dominican, so I actually have been doing a lot of research on it. I actually have a few planned monsters, like El Vaca, which is a monster that's like super heavily based in DR. So I'm like gonna make a monster off of that. Like, is it just everywhere in the Caribbean, or is there a specific location in the Caribbean? Because I want to have a lot of monsters keep... Oh, word? Okay. Where's my Latinos in the chat? In the chat? But yeah, that's actually really cool though, because at first I actually wanted to point my monster tamer in like the direction of just like being like full like just DR, but I was like, no, let me kind of expand. I don't want to just be here, but I have a lot of different monsters planned for specific entities here. Word? Okay. All right. Filipino. All right. All right. All right. I see you, oh fake mon. I see you. I am. Sorry, I'm just looking at some reference here. No, I feel you. Especially because a lot of the locations they share a lot of like just different entities and folklore and stuff like that. I know obviously there's a lot that are like very specific to it. Like I I know for DR El Baca and okay, Cinnabon. I see you. I already know you. Mi gente. Um, but I was thinking more so, like, I think it's like El Siguan or I forgot the name of it, but it's like this girl who, it's a lady who has backwards feet who washes up on shore. Oh no, I definitely agree. Usually the best theming is always going to be from where you're from, just because it's just what you're most familiar with. Oh, that yeah, that too, that too. Like you literally just get like firsthand information, especially from like all that stuff. Like even if you don't live there, like your family and stuff like that. Yeah, I still want to learn more about like just Dominican folklore in general. Just because it's very interesting. There's a lot of stuff, especially like in the Campo area. So like the um, what? How do you call that? What do you say that in English? How do you say it? Like the countryside. There we go. They have like a lot of like they have a lot of stories based on like witchcraft and shit like that. Like it's crazy. No, it's all right. Don't feel bad. You can always come up to the most recent part of the stream. Yeah, but definitely gonna. I have a few ideas. Like I actually list out a few that I have currently. So there's a few. So okay, besides like El Baca, I have the one I just said, the this Sigupuno. I don't know how to say that. I gotta look it up. Apparently there's a Dominican chupacabra that I might actually consider. It's very similar to the one that is pretty widely known, so it probably won't change much. I probably just put like my own spin on it. El Campo, yeah. That's where all the people who could smell the rain coming come from. I can't even say anything. That's like half my family's from the Campo. But I'm a what I'm a city boy. Yeah, actually, I'm actually like really happy with this right now. I kind of don't feel like I need to do much. I already worked on a lot of him like off stream, so like this isn't, I guess, unheard of. I guess. Yeah, I kind of like this. I'm messing with it. I'm actually gonna. This is probably gonna be it because I don't want to do too much with it because it's not supposed to be super complicated. So I think I'm besides like showing the darkness here. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, besides showing the darkness here with his face. Hold on. Because he's like hiding in his shell, being very scared. He's a nervous little guy. Come on. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do here. One of my favorite stories is a story about a flamingo that saves a man from drowning in the ocean. Oh, that okay. That I actually like that. That sounds really funny. It made a flamingo superhero. Definitely need to see that. That just sounds like I just think flamingos are goofy ass looking animals. So actually, that's I need to see that. It's very funny. Okay, I think I actually have a good. Yeah, this is good. I actually really like this. I'm surprised because this actually came to me very naturally, and the fire starter took me a billion tries to even get right. This is him for everybody who did not see him before. I love him very much. It took me forever to even get him down, but here he is. He is a he's a little paint spray can lizard, and he turns into a rod, a magic wand. And actually, just because I'm going through this is the water starter. He is a tadpole. Yeah, the flamingo just swooping out and just saving a whole grown ass man. That's just kind of crazy. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. I do really like these designs. It actually took me forever to get this lizard design done though. Like I didn't like as you can see, I was struggling. Like it was crazy. Like this guy even looks like Charmeleon choking himself out. Like it's kind of crazy. Oh, thank you. I actually never heard anybody call my designs modern. That's a very interesting descriptor. Oh no, so I actually didn't do the water and the fire starter on stream. I actually did them on my own time. I just finished up the nature starter on stream here. I'm about to go into designing his weapon now, or his weapon transformation now. So we'll see how that goes. Cause since it's I guess just to go over it again, cause there's more people now. Essentially, since these are monsters that turn into weapons, the each monster has a different distinction, or at least the game has 4 different types of weapons, and they go by the name slash, bash, shoot, and cast. Slash is any type of slashing weapons, sword, axe, scythes. Bash is any type of blunt weapon, hammer, club, boxing, or gauntlet specifically. Shoot is gun, bow and arrow, and cannons, like big, heavy duty cannons. And cast, currently I'm not married to the last one here, but it's tomes, rods, which is what the fire starter is, and then I have staves, but I'm not sure if staves and rods would be too close, so I'm still not married on the idea of staves. But every monster has a distinction. Is that how D&D is? I've only played half a session of D&D. I barely knew what I was doing. So I actually don't know at all. I was more so thinking like, cuz I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan, so a lot of these like just weapons, because okay, sorry, I'm like tripping over my words. But a lot of the weapons kind of come from just not Monster Hunter specifically, but like just a fantasy vibe, because the main character is a blacksmith. So they're a blacksmith, and they're a blacksmith apprentice specifically, and they're trying to get their blacksmith like mastery, essentially, and that's the whole point of the game, is to go and get your certification to become a blacksmith master. So That's great. I actually didn't know that. That's very interesting. I literally, again, never have played like a full thing of D&D, so I actually did not know that. I actually did not know that, but that's very cool. Actually, I guess I was on a wavelength. Oh, but thank you. I forgot to respond to that. I didn't think my art was very stylized. I always feel like my art is very non-stylized. I always like kind of want to be more stylized because it's like my favorite type of art. But I guess you can't see when you're doing it. But I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, melee projectiles. But here's the thing, though. Even though this, let's say if you use like a sword for a slash, it doesn't have to be melee. A lot of it can also be like range, like it, because there's also the different stats that I have listed as well are. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up now because I have a lot of stuff written down, so I just want to make sure I do this so I don't make up something new like while I'm talking. The different I haven't played in a while. Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine being like a DM. I would hate it because like I just want to play. I can see how it can be very fun though. I can definitely see that. I just would want to be like a part of the party though. But the different stat lines, because it's a action RPG is how I want this to be, not a like a JRPG or just like a turn-based RPG. So the stat lines are like HP, physical attack, so like physical defense, magic attack, magic defense, and then luck. That's wow. Okay, well that's very cool to know. I didn't know that. So okay, if someone else brings that up, then I'll keep in mind that that is something as well because I actually did not know that at all. Get to play as tons of random characters. Oh yeah, so you're like essentially like every NPC in the game. Alright, I'm just starting this hammer here because the main, or at least the four starters, because they all represent, instead of the types, because I don't have a type, I couldn't think of like a type square because I'm still working on like the type effectiveness for a lot of these. For the type effectiveness though, it's not going to be so polarizing like Pokemon. I know a lot of times Pokemon isn't necessarily like that, but it is a lot of the times. Since it is like an action RPG, it's going to be more akin to like Monster Hunter, where a specific attribute isn't, or a specific element in Monster Hunter's case isn't, it gives you an inherent advantage, but it's not the craziest jump in damage. Self-loathing Coalboy bounty hunter? That that sounds funny. Self-loathing characters. What do you mean by that, Elfakemon? They can't chase after that? Like is in reference to Monster Hunter? Oh, like the stat lines. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be like too like cuz especially because it just works since like the setting I'm kind of going for is like kind of futuristic slash like fantasy vibe, and I just feel like magic physical stat lines they just work. I mean, I could give them different names and be like unique, but oh no, this my game does not have a ball catching mechanic like at all. It's more so like you actually just go ahead and you give the because they're called Mon-Buki, so you give them their favorite food and you just have to hope. At least right now, I mostly if you give them their favorite food, they'll just come with you, and that's kind of what I want because I don't want it to be too focused on actually catching the Mon-Buki, but more so like upgrading them and fighting with them because it's more about the weapon than it is about the taming of the actual monster. That's true. Yeah, every idea is a twist on something that already exists, and that's completely fine. But yeah, definitely not doing a ball catching mechanic. I'm kind of over that a little bit. I'm not. It's like fine, but I didn't want that for my own game. I think I'm gonna add because I want. Okay, I feel like I'm a little too uniform with this here. I feel like I should have more of a bend to it so it can be more like not too bendy. I feel like this might be too bendy. No, it's fine. It's fine. Because I still want it to be like a branch. You sure, honey? Oh, that's actually really cute. I like that. There's a guy who has his character that has asthma. That's hilarious. That's cute. I like that. It's kind of like it's no, I don't actually think I don't think I've heard of that before. Actually, I was thinking it's like Yokai Watch, but no, Yokai Watch they do food, and then it's like a chance. So does if you guys ever played if you guys ever played Moonstone Island does food too. But I actually like that. If you the idea that you have different creatures have different preferences for friendship. Like I don't mind the catching mechanic, like in Pokemon, because it's like its thing. Like that's literally like what they do. So it's like fine, but I kind of I mean, I don't blame them either. There's a lot of monster tamers that I really like Koromon. I really enjoy Koromon, but like I just feel like they could have done something a little different because I feel like they're probably the closest to Pokemon. Okay, but that's hard. You're a shaman? That's another thing. I love how like when different monster tamers come out, at least most of the time, they have like different like blends of the actual like of different types of classes, like maybe like for example like mine, do I have a Discord? So I am making one actually because I wanted to come back to content creation and like working on my stuff. So it is being made, but it's currently still closed. So eventually I'm gonna be putting it up one of these days once I'm like finished like setting everything up. It's practically like 90% done, and then I'm gonna open it to the public. But currently I am still working on it. But it would definitely be on my community page. I'll be posting it there once it's finished, and then we should be good to go with that Discord community for the dev Discord. And I'm gonna be posting like a lot of updates on my game and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. It's like I have like literally everything's done, but I just want to first I gotta like make rules so like it doesn't get rowdy in there. And then two, I just want to be sure that I can stay consistent with this first before opening up my Discord. Just because I don't want to just kind of leave it to the wayside, because that would suck, in my opinion. Especially because I want to actually uh, be more consistent again with content creation this time around. Because I was like semi-consistent. Making videos takes a really long time for me, but I can. Streaming is easy. Like it's definitely it's definitely a different vibe, but I can do this at least like 2 times a week, like with my schedule currently, and I would be happy with that. And then also, it wouldn't feel like I'm just disappearing and I just like disappeared off the face of the earth. Like I would upload a video, oh hey look it's Dev, and then I disappear for like the next 3 months, shit, or even like a year. It's what happened for one of them. Let's see. Because I gotta make this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like twice a week. Twice a week it seems pretty good. Like I think that seems reasonable. Like for what I want to do. I think twice a week might be the best bet for me personally. So like probably once on the maybe like once on the weekend. Maybe like Friday. Like Friday seems chill. I might start a little earlier, but it depends. Just because I like do a lot in the morning, so I gotta make sure that if I do that, I can just like kind of do it because I want to at least stream for like an hour, like 2 hours at least. No, so in my game, the way that it works, you have a party of 4, the player character, and then 3 Mon-Buki. And 2 of the Mon-Buki fight alongside you while one of them is your weapon. And you can actually switch through like the ones that you have in your party to be your weapon, essentially. So you, the main character, they do fight. Which is one thing that I have a lot of inspiration from Kingdom Hearts. If you ever played Kingdom Hearts, which I'm sure at least everybody has seen Kingdom Hearts, it's very reminiscent of that, like Goofy and Donald like being like your 2 guys. But instead of Goofy and Donald, it's like whatever monsters you want, and then you can rotate between your monsters on what weapon you want to use. Also, all the weapons, the reason why there's 3 of them is because they have different speeds. They're slow, medium, and I might think of a different name for that, but they're slow, medium, and fast. And each weapon has a different. Each weapon within the category has a different speed. So, like in Slash, sword is fast, axe is slow, and scythe is medium or mid, like speed. So that's kind of like an example for that. So it affects like different, I guess, combo routes. Because I'm a big fiend for combo based games like Devil May Cry and stuff like that. And I kind of want to incorporate that into my game because, like, even if it's simple, because I don't want it to be super complicated either. But it's something that I actually really like. Like, even though it's simple, it still has depth to it. Like, in terms of, like, combo routes and stuff like that. Why is not too different? You are the hero and the creature you choose to help you on your adventure. What? How is the battle mechanics work in yours? I feel like this is too long. I think I gotta shorten it a little bit. My favorite job on Ragnarok is the hunter. Ragnarok. Why does that sound familiar? What's Ragnarok? I feel like I've heard it. Like, is it an art? Is it an MMO? So I feel like I've heard about that before. Okay. I feel like... Damn, I actually really like the nature starter. Like, is actually... Once I put the colors down, because I actually don't know what to give him. MMORPG? Okay. Because I've heard of it before, but I've, like, never, like... I've never played it. Sorry, I was just looking at something here. So I'm just trying to see like how I'm gonna approach this here because I want it to look like a tree house. But I'm not even sure because I want the tree to be present. I think maybe like having like a branch to the side like that might actually work. Yeah, branch to the side to make it more tree-like. Maybe like put like a little thing because he does have that little like tree hole thing right here on his little tree that's sticking out his tree house. So I might do that. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think that might look actually pretty good. You have 2 weapons, a honeypot, a skim board, melee range, defense run. Oh, okay, okay. That's not bad. Actually, I love rock, paper, scissors mechanics. There's always a lot of depth to them. As much as like a surface level, at least generally, rock, paper, scissors is very surface level. But like it's always cool to see people come up with different versions of it because it makes it so much more complex. Yeah, I was thinking that too, like a brown green, just because of the wood, and that's like a really big part of the design as well. I guess, because my one thing about like making like elemental type monsters, I guess, because I think the types that are going to be the hardest to design for are definitely going to be, I wouldn't say void too much. I would say justice and cosmic would probably be the 2 hardest to design for because justice is very broad and cosmic is also slightly broad. I don't want to make everything an alien. I feel like they have to feel alien like compared to the other Mon-Buki, but not look alien, if you know what I mean. Yeah, go ahead and draw. You know, a nice little drawing session never hurts. Defense blocks, reflects projectiles, melee grabs / breaks defense, projectile stun bait. Okay. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that. Very, very intuitive. Justice doesn't really have a counterpart, actually. It's just something that kind of persisted through like all of the different versions that this has gone through so far. I just really like the idea of it. It's like a, I guess if we're gonna give it a counter type, or sorry, a counterpart, it's probably the fighting type, but like not what they call it in America, but what they call it in Japan. Because I think the fighting type in Japan is like the hero type, if I'm not mistaken. Um, So more so like that, but I don't want it to just be like hero like Mon-Buki. Like I actually want it to be kind of like varied because justice isn't always ju- that's corny. Justice can be gray. Um so like I kind of want it to be varied in what the types can be, but I guess they all do have to follow some type of scheme. I think the one thing that I want to do for them, because at least in my game there are four types that are counterparts to each other. So justice is a counterpart to corruption. And void is a counterpart to arcane. No, it's not arcane. It's cosmic. It's cosmic. Yeah, the pairings are void and cosmic, and then corruption and justice. Arcane is by itself. Arcane is like, I guess you could call it the dragon type if you want to. Like it's very strong, but it has the, instead of being like dragon type where it's like really strong. I mean, not anymore, but it's like really strong and has like barely zero drawbacks. Like Arcane actually does have drawbacks. Void is kind of like a, like the counterpart is kind of like dark, if anything, but not too much, I would say, because it's like a counterpart to, at least within the game itself, is a counterpart to cosmic. And the yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's why I kind of wanted to keep it basic, just because I have like the standard elements, so like fire, water, earth, air, but it's not called air; it's called Zephyr. Um, and then I have like the spin-offs is that nature, even though that's not necessarily a spin-off like Earth Nature, but I wanted to separate them just so nature has more plant life while Earth has more like mineral based type of Mon-Buki and stuff like that. Bolts being like the electric um, feel, and I would say what else? Frost just being the frozen counterpart to water. So I'm trying to understand how I'm gonna go about this here. So I feel like, okay, so I have like the tree, the tree here, or the branch I should say, being the handle for the hammer. Also, I really like this song. So this is the branch for the handle here, or the branch is the handle, and then I'm gonna have the house be here. I feel like maybe no, I think I'm good. Excuse me, I just yawned. I'm not even sure if that picked it up. Oh, I like that. That's really unique. And yes, the weapons do change, but they don't change. They change with the evolution. So, let's say, for example, I mean, I'm not done with this. This is like a really It's like a really bad example. But let's say for the water starter here, it's like a sound gun, and the sound gun, when he evolves into the second stage, which could be, there's like a little sneak peek because like his old this is the original evolution to him. It's not going to be this, but it's something similar that I have in mind. But it's going to be like a big speaker, like boombox type of thing. And then the last one is actually going to be he's going to be a DJ essentially. He's gonna be like a DJ Ranger type of thing. It's a very interesting idea I have in my mind. Like, oh, okay, actually, I like that because that's very cool. Like just metal, like hardy, steel being disciplined, fire being passionate. I like how that corresponds to each other. But yes, that's kind of what like so far. The finals for a lot of these, like the final evolutions, I have like concepts based off of them so far. Like for like how I just said, the water starter is he's gonna essentially be like a DJ Ranger. The fire starter is gonna be a wizard graffiti artist. The nature starter, I want him to be like a berserker or a warrior type, but like an architect because that's what the whole like thing is based off of. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna incorporate that yet. And the last one, because the last type for the starters is called simple. So just like the counterpart to normal type essentially, and normal type, what comes with that, whatever, mostly like bestial type Mon-Buki essentially, so like bears, wolves, things of that nature. Wow, you have a lot of restraint. I love evolving creatures. Like it's just so fun just to give them like new forms and stuff like that. And I hate that just gets bigger ideology, but like the just it changes. That's why I love Digimon. Things change so drastically. It's great. Oh, okay, okay. So it's literally more personal relationships. Like it's not just they're monsters and they fight by you. They like actually have their own thought. Okay, that's really cool. I like that. Also makes that just makes the stakes higher in my opinion. Yeah, every single time this hammer hits, it's just gonna be a bunch of twigs everywhere. Cause just the it's just the oh actually, you know what? I'm going to give this a door because I think that's funny. It's gonna actually hold on. It's gonna have a porch. It's gonna have a porch, and then it's gonna have its. I'm just trying to draw a porch from memory. So there's the porch, and then here's the door. It's gonna be right here, and then here's the window. Both windows. Yeah, here you go. Okay, both windows, and then on the yeah, because I have this reference here. So actually, that would be very funny. Like a little balcony type thing here, and then we can have a tree coming out of the. We can have this tree actually, so it's like it's coming out from here, and we can have this come out from the side, like that. Wow, this is a very intricate weapon. Oh shit. This is very weird. Because the other ones are very simple. Yeah, I know. People don't like Dunsparce that sorry, God, I just like oh my god. People don't like Dunsparce that much because like they feel but that's kind of like his thing. Like it was supposed to be funny. It wasn't supposed to be cool. It was supposed to be funny. He was a joke mon the whole time. Basically, you find your mom tripping around town. You ask someone that wants to be on your team, like if they're going to adventure, checking if she was available. I like that. I definitely need to see if you have like anything. Like I definitely want to see like, do you have like some designs made? Like I would love to see it. It just sounds very charming. Yeah, distortion always trips me up. Like when I accidentally have it on. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I can just like go ahead and just tree it up here. Okay, maybe I went a little too far with this because this bother. I don't like this anymore. I don't like this. Thrash in your favorite Mario? You mean Dunsparce? No, that's not a Thrash. He's literally like I said Thrash trash. I'm not trashing him. Dunsparce is fun. I love Dunsparce, but he is like meant to be a joke. Cause like literally his evolution is da Dunsparce. You have 20 oh Jesus Christ. God, like especially how many I just have to ask, have you redesigned any of them? Because that was like the one thing with the when I first started doing my monster tamer, I just kept I literally just kept redesigning them because I hated the way they looked. So I was trying to spend like a lot of time on like trying to get the concepts right. Like if I want to change them later, that's fine. But like so soon after, it's like when I just feel like that regret kick in. Where I'm just like, man, maybe I shouldn't have finished it. Tons, yeah, I bet it's really hard to like not redesign like something, especially like, dang, I'm like you constantly just keep getting better, and then you just have to redesign it at that point. Like it's very it's very very like hard not to redesign them. Okay, I think mm, that's not yeah, that's not bad because I can actually add the little rim that I have here. Or the rim? This isn't really a rim, but I can go ahead and add this here because I have it on our little turtle friend. Have it on little turtle guy here. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and add that just to give it a little bit more oomph. Yeah, no, I definitely feel you. Like you like it literally takes so cuz I want to have at least um like 75 to maybe like 80 monsters, and I already know it's going to take me forever to get to that because just trying to find the perfect, especially cuz again, like I'm just going to use the fire starter because it took me forever to get to that like state that it's in, and I really like it now. Um We'll see if it stays like any of these guys, but you know. The Sukayante? Why that? Hold on, let me see. That name does sound familiar. Okay, take your time, El Fakemon. Oh. I'm looking at it here. It's like blood-sucking hag is the name that they're giving for it. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen this before actually. Oh, but it's in okay, so it was cited in Haiti too. And that's like literally right next to DR. Actually, I mean they share an island. It's very interesting. They have like an on fire head, is that what it is? Yep, if you ever like want to share, I'm definitely down for that. Cuz just what you've been saying, it just sounds very charming. Just like all the stuff that you're talking about like for your game. It just sounds extremely charming. I would love to see more of it. I think, okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna add another tree here because I think I can get away with, or maybe that's too much actually. No, I think. Oh, I do have a Discord. What is my Discord name? Wait, hold on. My Discord name, it's not showing me because like I'm in streamer mode. Are you in any of the Fakemon like channels or anything like that? I go ahead and peruse around there. The ones that well, I'm not really active in any of them actually. Now that I think about it, I'm just kind of in them. How is it done? Oh, let me change the music here. Yeah, I actually am in Bonnie's Discord. My name is, what is it? My name on there is Dev, just like the channel. It just gave me an ad. Actually, wait. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Nice little tree. No, Okay, I think I'm okay with this for now. I think this is fine. Because it looks goofy, but I think it's supposed to... I think I like the fact that it looks goofy. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I have, like, my little mascot as my... I have my... Okay, I just accepted you here. I have my little mascot as my guy. That's on the corner, so that was like the... Okay, nice. Look at that. Friends. What's good, Popley? What's good? What you been up to, bro? Oh, yeah, the sticker that you sent. I like that design. I like it a lot. I very much enjoy your mascot. Very, very nice. I think I'm gonna start trying out some colors here. Just to see what I like on this guy, because I'm not too sure right now. I just know there's gonna be a lot of greens. I'm not sure if I should make them like light, like kind of paler. Maybe we'll try this. We'll try this. Like especially on the bushes, or on the bushes, the leaves, because I drew them to look like bushes, so clearly. Yeah, I hope my streaming art goes crazy, because I kind of actually want to stream like consistently, at least 2 times a week. That's like the goal. Like if I can stream like 2 times a week, I'd be so good on that. Oh, I love these. What the heck? I especially love the first guy, the one with the hair in his face. He's so cute. Definitely got the island theme going on. I see you. Yeah, I really like this. I think also the orange one with the, are they gems? Like the purple gemstones? I really like that one too. No, they're turning into VODs after. After I'm done streaming, they're just gonna be going into the live stream section of my channel. So they're just gonna be there as VODs. Because I don't want to lose them, just because, I mean, I know some people just like watching like them, like while they're doing other stuff, or just have one in the background. So, you know, might as well just do that. Plus, I feel like it'd be weird just to make them, just to lose them to time. But yeah, I feel you, Oni boy. It's just streaming is like so just. It's honestly really time consuming, but like it's something that I really want to do. So that's why I'm trying to put the time aside to like actually like at least do it like semi consistently. Yeah, I did. I'm like at the very cusp, and then I stopped uploading. I literally stopped uploading once I hit 1K, and then I didn't know what the fuck to do after that. No, that is true. A lot of people don't have good mics for live streaming. Oh, I love this guy. Yeah, I love this guy. He's great. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love his little mouth too. Of just drawing? Like literally just straight up like just they're not even saying anything, like they're just drawing. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if I would be able to actually like watch a stream like that. Like I know to each their own. I know people like doing that, but like I need a little bit of stimulation. Like someone has to be talking.
If it scares me, then it's probably right for me.
I think creativity is figuring out how to fully.
I'm just putting down some colors right now just to see what would be good. So far I'm not sure how I'm feeling these. I guess the foliage isn't bad. I know browns are probably gonna be my best friends here too. A little bit lighter. I don't want them to be like too desaturated though. Yeah, I don't want it to be like too desaturated, but we'll see. Like after I get there. Like once I put everything down and see like what I can adjust here. Because I know the wood, or at least the treehouse itself, I don't want it to be too... what's the word? Like, just kind of like a... Like, it's a part of his body because it's its shell, but I don't want it to be a different color from the tree. Or maybe... Okay, hold on. Maybe the tree is the same color as the body, and then the treehouse itself is like a little bit lighter, like kind of like a. These colors are kind of all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is kind of all over the place. I'll have to. I'm definitely adjusting these. I don't know if I'm gonna go with these. I might adjust the saturation. No. Not the saturation. I might just adjust the colors in general because this is very ugly. But I just want to get some colors and just see what it would look like. And it looks really ugly. Let me catch up with you guys here. Okay, yeah, that's true. Having kids does take up a lot of attention. I personally do not have kids. So I cannot relate, but I can definitely see how that would take up a lot of your attention. Let me see. Popley. Okay, yeah, you're right. Essentially, yeah, I guess you're right. People wait on. I mean, if that was the case, I feel like my last video back would have got like 1K views. No, I'm joking, but like still, I mean, it wasn't an art video. I haven't posted an art video in like actually a year. But hopefully, once I get my all my art done for my monster tamer here, at least for the first part, I should say, not everything. I should be able to have that first interaction of art YouTube again, instead of just people in my comment section saying that there's more boxing Pokemon than just Crabrawler. Aw, that's so nice. You always gotta have people to support you. Okay, yeah, I don't like these colors like at all. Here's what I'm gonna do though. Let's see. Let's see. I just want to see if like, ew, that's gross. Ew, that's gross. Okay, never mind. Oh, that is nasty. I like the green. The green is good. This here though, I feel like. Okay. I think this too can be a different color. If anything, I think I can get away with it being like a Actually, I can get away. Yeah, okay, so this part can be like this like yellowish green, and then the toes or the nails can be like the same color. So like there's like a little bit of cohesion, so there's not too much going on here. Cuz I don't want to like overload him with like a billion different colors, so I feel like that's how it feels already. And then the weapon kind of shares the same color scheme too. Well, not kind of, it does. It shares the same color scheme. So whatever I put on him is what would be put on the weapon as well. Also, I love this song. Sonic music is goated. Oh yeah. My that Converge video really did like have 19K views, and I don't understand why to this day. I really don't. I think it's actually one of my worst videos.
Born anew in blood and fire, the Prince of Destruction awakes. Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
I guess for the color, I'm trying to go more earthy, but like a little bright too. I don't want him to be like super desaturated. I also, yeah, I was thinking that as well. I think his legs could be a different color from like his body, just to kind of break up the brown too. So I think I might actually go a little darker on that now that I'm looking at it. No, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see how this would look. Hold on, I'm gonna do something very strange. I'm not sure if this is gonna work out the way I want it to, but we'll see. No. Yeah, no, this is no. Yeah, this is I'm not sure if I like this too much now, cuz I feel like now the treehouse brown is a little too close to the body brown because I put them there. Or maybe 900 views, man, that's still a lot though. Like I think about it, like you literally never know, like there 900 is such a big number. I feel like we look at all these big numbers and we literally just say like, oh, that's kind of small. Like someone with like 20K subscribers is like considered a small channel. Like that's crazy. That's like 20K people who subscribe to your content. That's insane. But yeah, the way YouTube works is crazy. It's like you get like you just said. I got 19K views on that one video, and then literally the next video after that, even though I had like some momentum, it still was like pretty small, like in the grand scheme of things, like for what, essentially like what I had. So it just kind of kept doing 900 views for 900 people. No, for real though. Like It's a lot. Like 900 people? Like that's a lot of people. Yeah, like literally like I had 4.8 on the first like region video that I did, and then I had 1.7 on the next one. And then out of nowhere the convergent video was like 19k, and then after that was 1k. Yeah, 100k and actually pulling like at least 50k plus views to like actually live off of YouTube, to be honest. I agree. Because I feel like anything else, you like have to take sponsorship deals too. Because if you don't have like consistent sponsors that like pay out, and especially I believe a lot of sponsors also pay out based on how many views you get to begin with. So if you don't have a lot, then it's very hard to live off of. That's why a lot of people usually have Patreons and stuff like that. Because it's like, if you want to keep doing it, you kind of have to do it. 1 million? What content do they do? I mean, I just, that number is so unfathomable to me. Like, how do you even live like a regular life with that many subscribers? Because like your life has to be different, like in some capacity. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I'm not sure if it fits very well. Like, should I keep it this color, or should I keep it the color that it is, or make it just a slightly different hue? I'm not sure. Oh, music. That makes so much sense. I get it. Yeah, good for her, though. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, especially that type of music. That, like, K-pop is, like, so popular. Let me see here, and like YouTube isn't like Insta or anything. You can't really tag anything, so it gets more reach. You just gotta hope. Well, you can tag on YouTube. If you look, I should start putting tags, but when you tag on YouTube, it's before you upload the video, and they ask you if you want to add any tags. So it does actually have tags. Damn, 800 likes on a post though is kind of crazy. I think on my Instagram, my highest liked post is like 120. I think it's like 120. Let me check. I'm like almost positive it's 120. 115. I was close. Oh, no, it's 119. Never mind. 119. I found the other one. Yeah, that's like literally my highest like thing. And it's a Venom from Marvel, but as a fake mon.
stays first day fresh for 50 days and comes in over 30 delightful
Dang, well that sucks. Especially, like, having to do something you don't really like as much does suck, though. Like, actually. Bro, I know my Sonic post literally tank. My highest liked Sonic post is 14 likes, and I think that's the same between Sonic and Eggman. Like, it's like so, I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, it's so funny, because Threads is like, Threads is literally like so hard to get like any traction on, and literally like it's so funny how like I got like two followers off of those posts. I actually really like those designs too. I'm gonna keep drawing them because it's just I just like them. But it's very funny that they're underperforming that bad. I'm just like, damn, am I stuck in the Fakemon hole? But I refuse. I'm not drawing Fakemon anymore. At least not personally. I don't feel like drawing Fakemon anymore because I'm doing my own monster tamer stuff, and I just don't want to be. I don't want to use ideas that I could use for myself for Pokemon, essentially. Your personal Insta that gets less than 100. You get... Ooh. You see, here's the thing. Fakemon is like... Literally on Instagram, it's literally like the biggest loophole to getting a bunch of likes. Because that shit is like... You post a face, especially if it's a popular Pokemon, right? Or something that could be considered popular, or even like Convergent or anything like that of like a popular Pokemon. Like you make an Applin post, literally you get. I think honestly that's the reason why that video has so many likes, because I made a Platano Applin. Literally, I think that's the only reason it has that many views, because everybody saw that and flocked. Truly, I truly believe that. Let me see here. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Especially having to live with your coworkers, that would be really annoying. That too, like more like especially Objectmon, because there's not a lot, even though people swear they hate Objectmon. They're not bad. I don't know why people hate them so bad. But or at least they say, because clearly that's not the case a lot of the times. A lot of the times, like just really unique designs also get they just get a lot of recognition. So, you see, unfortunately, I can't make the legs black, because the face is black because he's hiding inside of his body. So this is more so just a shadow of the actual face. Like his head isn't, when it evolves, then you'll be able to see the head. When I do the concept sheets for these guys, I'm gonna show a version of his head popping out, but like the key art is gonna be him not the key art's gonna be him inside of his shell. That's the reason why it's black. So I feel like maybe having the tree be the same color as the legs works. My issue here is more so the body being the same color as this. I know right now they're not, but I also don't want to do too much. I don't want to differentiate too many colors here, just because he's gonna have the most colors out of the 4 once they're all complete, because he has 3 and he has 2 realistically. So I don't want him to be too complicated, because he already has a very fairly unique design compared to them. Oh, okay. See you, Popley. Have a good night. A lighter color for the feet. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'm okay. So I think right now the only thing that I'm kind of stuck on is more so the body, because I actually like the color of the legs and how they match the tree on the top. But I guess the body, I'm not sure if I should keep it that color, because I do like it, but at the same time I don't want him to just have so many colors just together, especially since it's kind of close to that. So might as well just make it the same color. Yeah, yeah, I was thinking that as well. Like not to have too many more than 5. Um Also, yeah, he's not gonna have his head. His head is gonna be hidden. Um, yeah, I agree. That's why I don't want to change too many of the or have too many colors on him, especially since he's just like like a one stage. Like he's the first stage, I should say. So I don't want to have him change too much. Because so far I have, let me see, 1, 2. Because I'm not counting white or black here, just because they're, I'm not gonna consider them colors on here, just because they're kind of filling in space, kind of. If that makes sense, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, okay. 1, 2. Okay, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just take the color of the treehouse, and I'm just gonna make this the same color but a different value, like you said, El Fakemon.
Hi, I'll check
Yeah, I
it.
think I'm gonna do that here.
I'm a huge fan. Oh, thank you. I love Skinny Pop. Anyway, what's your name?
Maybe like a little
Jennifer?
darker.
Aniston? Skinny Pop, popular for a reason.
Open your eyes bigger. Panorama by
Okay, I think honestly,
level bristle brush to catch every single
maybe this is good. What do you guys think?
bigger, wider. See life in panorama because you're worth it.
I think this might be good. It's like it helps differentiate it a little bit, but it's just the same color but just a little darker. Yeah, I think that would be good. I'm feeling it personally. Oh, also I'm seeing what you just sent me, Oni boy. I really like this design for the vampire witch. This goes hard. Okay. Yeah, because I'm liking this too. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, and there's no shading right now, just because I just want to kind of get the concepts first before I start, like, doing, like, key art and stuff like that for these guys. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start coloring the weapon here, just to get what I want the colors to be. So I really like that green for the foliage. So that's really all I'm doing here. I'm not like doing anything like in particular, I guess. Like what was I saying? I'm not doing like anything finished yet, just because I don't want to commit just yet until I'm like completely sold on the designs. So like this kind of takes a little bit of time, like just what's the word? Just taking a little bit of time to kind of absorb the designs in my mind, see how I can imagine them move and everything like that, and see if I like really like it. Maybe like do some turnarounds every like probably in a little bit. So just to see how like I can imagine the monster in the world, because that'll be very That would be very... That's usually a really big part of my process as well. Like, just kind of thinking about how can I imagine this guy moving? Like, how are they going to live, like, in the world? What do they do? Like, especially, like, in a 3D environment, like, how are they going to move, specifically, is how I kind of think about it. Just because a lot of the time, especially, like, back when I was, like, first starting, like, or, I mean, I was a little younger, but... I would always make designs that just didn't make sense, like, from multiple different angles, and it's like, oh, that's a little embarrassing. So it was like they just only worked on one side. And there's nothing bad, at least in my opinion. There's nothing bad with, like, characters being viewed from only one specific side, but especially if they're supposed to be in 3D, I feel like that should not be the case, because then it makes it very awkward looking. At least in my opinion. That's just me, though. Oh, a roaming boss in the game? So, like, you could, once you start, you can literally just run into it. Kind of like, have you ever played Xenoblade Chronicles? Like, they have a lot of, like, monsters that are, like, super high level that just kind of roam around. Sorry, I had to take a little drink of water. I think, yeah, I think this, yeah, this is looking good. It looks really good on the hammer. Yeah, it looks very good on the hammer. I guess the only thing, well, yeah, I can use this for the door. Oh, yeah, that looks great. Okay. I'm really feeling this. I can just take this color, because this is like a shade. There's just a darker value of this color here, because just for the shadows in the back. For the balcony, or not the balcony, but the porch, I guess I'll just use this like green here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm actually good with that. Wait, if you try this hexadecimal code for the body, I tried using Ramon's color or screenshot of your life. Let me see. I'll try it, actually. Hold on. No, the witch will be disguised as a random NPC in your account. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's like such a jump scare. You literally just talk to this random NPC and they just turn into a boss right in front of you. That's so cool. I love stuff like that. Oh, I like this color. Hold on. You said for the body? Let me see. Let's try this.
New Halo Top with mix-ins in every bite and half the calories.
I think, okay. Yo, what's good, Stern? What's good? I am live, just here, doing stuff, just drawing stuff for my monster tamer. How are you doing on this, you're like 3 hours, you're 3 hours behind me. So, it's like 9, right? on this fine Friday evening. I don't mind this color though. I'll definitely keep that in mind. So actually, let me go ahead. I'll definitely keep this in mind. I'm actually gonna screenshot that, or not screenshot it, but copy it, because I don't actually mind this color. But I'm not completely married to it yet, so I'm just gonna keep it here for now. So far, I actually really like this. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna... This might actually be the current iteration of this guy right now. Because he's looking very, very spiffy. Alright, so we got 3 now. The water starter, the fire starter, and now we have the nature starter. Kinda complete here now. Let me see. Yeah, 9:30. I bet. I literally sleep like unless it's like a weekend or like Friday or like a weekend, I literally go to sleep like at fucking 10, like every single day. It's like, man, I hate being an adult sometimes. Damn, you'd be tired though. Like I just get really sleepy. And his first time, no, she'll be more sensitive to you when you encounter her. First time she'll run away if you discover. Oh, damn. So it's like she won't even like fight you the first time, but like if you just keep finding her, she's just gonna get like annoyed and then she's gonna fight you. Would that be how it works? But yeah, I think I'm good with this for now. This is good. I feel like I made some pretty good progress because I was not too crazy about it when I first started because I didn't know where to go, but I actually really like the way this turned out now. I guess while we're here, because this is where I guess I could start the simple starter. Because I have 2 ideas for the simple starter here, and I'm not sure which animal to go for, because I want simple to be more bestial. So like more like just beast type animals and stuff like that to kind of represent it a little more. So the idea I had was either being a bear or a wolf. I'm not really sure which one, but this guy's gonna represent that rider archetype, and the sword. So he's gonna be the slash starter. Will you do names like how you sleep like an otter? That's funny. I can't take naps. I take naps very rarely. You do names like how Pokemon use word combinations. I'm probably gonna do that, to be honest, because I like the word combinations. I think they make them a lot more unique, in my opinion. Especially because you can just make up a whole new word with like a combination of different words and like from different like languages too. I just really like that, so I definitely am gonna do that. I just don't know what to name them yet. I kind of want to be. I want to feel it out first before I give him like a concrete name. Let me see here. Jeez, here. We'll complain about being tired because of the volume of training people's like. Damn. Okay. I like that idea. That's nice, especially because she's hiding like in the. She's hiding in like around people, so that makes so much sense. Okay. So I guess if it's a wolf, I definitely want it to be a quadruped, but if it's a bear, I want it to be bipedal, mostly. I guess that's like the... It's like if it's a wolf, if it's like a little wolf, I kind of want it to be like a little circle. Maybe like a little circle with like a small little butt. Like that. And then just have like its little feeties. Like this. Yeah, that works. I have like nothing here right now, but I'm just like thinking about it in my head. It's like, yeah, like a little dog like type creature like that. But like if it's a bear, then I would want it to be like kind of yeah, like more humanoid, but like also like a bear. So like he doesn't really have a neck then, and then he has like these little feet here. But he has like really big. He has like kind of big arms, but like they get really skinny towards the end. Yeah, something like that. I'm not really sure which one I'm not really sure what I would want to do here with that, but we'll take a look. I'm not trying to work on it right now, but I'm not sure if I want it to be a bear or a wolf yet. I did a fake one a while ago that was a fighting dog. Maybe you want to do a similar construct. It was a tail. Maybe the wolf could be a sword for slashing. So more so, like even though the monsters themselves turn into weapons, aside from them turning into weapons, I don't want them to have much, I guess, in common with the weapon itself. If that doesn't make any sense actually, now that I just thought about what I said. So I guess the closest thing, like if I were to do a wolf, the closest things I'm thinking about is what could tie it to being, you know, close to the sword, maybe like sharp fur, things like that. But since it's also based off of like a rider, so pen, maybe paper cut. That sounds so stupid. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that because I'm really torn between like wolf or bear. I kind of want to do bear, but at the same time, I feel like wolf would be something very cute to start off with. Yeah, so I'll probably have to. I'll definitely have to brainstorm that, and just kind of see which ones are the best, like for it. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to see which ones would be the best for that. Giant paintbrush weapon? Yeah, probably. I'm not sure if it would probably be for Bash, if anything. If I do like a concept like that, it's definitely going to be for Bash. Have that Splatoon energy. Oh man, I'm getting tired. I guess, so yeah, I'm gonna be closing stream in a little bit, so I guess to wind down here, so I'm definitely gonna start working on these guys, or at least one of them, because only one of them is gonna be the slash starter here. I guess to go over, if it's all right with everybody that's present currently, I can take any questions for Mon-Buki if you guys are like curious, like about how certain things like I have planned or anything like that. Or I could just show like some other art I've been working on as well, or like actually some of the earlier concepts for this, which I feel like they look pretty cool. But you know, the paintbrush tip will be the bear's hair. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. If I were to do, if the bear doesn't end up being the slash starter, because I do want a bear just in general, even if he's not one of the starters. Depending on like how I go about this, it honestly, the more I think about it, the more it just might end up being the wolf. But we'll have to see. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to since I'm just gonna close stream here. It's definitely up to you guys if you want me to go through like some of like the older concepts for this, or if you have any questions about like the game so far. Oh, how did I come up with the name? So essentially, the way it came to me was I was actually writing a short story about mafia bosses. I never finished it. But it was like essentially it was like two like orphan kids that were brothers got adopted by this mafia boss, and the mafia boss had a little guy with him that was called, that I didn't have a name for it at the time, but he would turn into a weapon. And it was just like a little like guy, kind of like if you ever watch like Zatch Bell or something like that, but they didn't turn to weapons, but you know. Just a little guy with him. And essentially I was thinking about, I was like, damn, what would be like monster weapons? Like, but that's too long and like too winded. So essentially I just kind of I just kind of like started thinking about it. I was like, what's the Japanese word for weapon? Because he was like a yakuza, essentially, is what I was like painting him out to be. And no, not a human, the monster, the little guy that was with him. The little guy isn't like a guy. He was like an alien, like a little like alien thingy. I didn't really know what he was at the time. I still don't, because I never finished the story. But yeah, humans can be hard to draw. You just have to learn like anatomy. It takes a little bit. You just kind of have to sit down and learn it, just because the human body can be very intricate in the way it moves and stuff like that. But yeah, essentially it was like monster, weapon, and I didn't like the fact that monster, weapon, or monster pawn just sounded like kind of boring. So I went ahead and I just looked up like different words for weapons in different languages, and Buki was the Japanese word for weapon. So I was like, oh, Mon-Buki, and then that was literally like how I came up with it, and it just kind of stuck. And then I dropped the name because I changed the idea for the Monster Hunter, and then when I thought about it again, and I was like, no, the weapon monster thing is pretty cool. And then that's when I picked it back up. So that's where I got the name, essentially. And no, it's all right. It's all right. I literally, I'll answer any question. It's fine. But yeah, literally, that's pretty much where it came from. Definitely, in the future, whenever I when I finally like lock in on my YouTube grind, I will be opening up the Discord when I get that completely set up, because I definitely want to, cultivate more of a community, just to have like people share their stuff and everything like that. Yeah, Mon-Buki, exactly like that. So Monbuki. And on my Instagram, if you guys want to follow me, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter. I don't have any followers on Instagram. It's Devi, DEVVY underscore A6 on Instagram. Once I start posting them, but that's like once I have like a good many of them done, especially like with the blacksmiths and stuff like that. I'll be at using that hashtag, the Mon-Buki hashtag for it, just to have them all in like one place if anybody wants to see them. Because that's definitely something that again, this is like a really like big project for me that I actually want to get completed. I guess I'm not sure if anybody saw it, but this is the original, technically it's not the first version, but this is the original water starter. This used to be a fake mon. Oh, thank you, El Fake Mon. That's funny. I just said used to be a fake mon, then I said thank you, El Fake Mon. But thank you for following. This was the first one. It was like cute or whatever, but I like the new version now. Definitely a lot better. This guy is definitely going to be a part of the game. He's going to get redesigned, but I really like him. The name that I gave him before was Ohio Man. I'm not going to explain why I named him that, but that's his current name right now. That's not going to be his final name, but it is going to be, there's going to be something there. But I really like this design. Very, very fun design in my opinion, even if it kind of doesn't make too much sense right now. Another one here is this little rock geode guy. It's actually a very funny way. So he's like a rock baby. If you like remove his arms, it's just a little baby with like, he looks like he's inside of a blanket, but he's definitely gonna get repurposed as well, because this is one of the original, this is inside of like the original version of the monster tamer that I had going on, but he's definitely gonna be transferred over. This was another one. I don't think this is gonna stick, but this guy's name, what was his name again? Sproutini. Sproutini I like, but it's a little too generic for me personally. But I really like Sproutini. I like it. He's a little goofy seed guy. I really like the rendering on this too, actually. But yeah. Oh yeah, no, I know. It was just funny because I said that it used to be a fake mod, and I said thank you, El Fake Mod. I thought it was funny. But you don't need to change your name, especially if that's what you do. There's like so many people that just have like Fake Mon as their, like, there's literally a YouTuber named Fake Mans. Is it Fake Mans? No. That's a. Dang, what was his name? Is it Fake? No, Fake Mon Forever. That's literally his name. That's his name. But yeah, no, I like Sproutini too. He's a very goofy little guy. He just kind of like jumps around and does things. I might actually bring him over. I'm not entirely too sure yet though, but I might bring him over. But I feel like it would be kind of a waste. I'm not gonna lie if I don't. There's another one here that I very much like a lot. He doesn't have a name, but I like this guy too, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep him. He's a very this was supposed to be the original starter. Like, it was just gonna be one and he would just be this guy, but I really like this design here. It's very cute. This is another design that I very much like, but I'm not sure if this is gonna come back, to be honest. There's a lot of flaws with this that I don't like. But this is definitely another one. I really like these personally, but they didn't feel coherent enough. to me. And this is a concept for essentially the other one, like the little baby. Oh, thank you. I never I never heard that before. My art style being easy on the eyes. Thank you. I never heard that. Wow, that's a very oh, thank you. But this one is supposed to be like essentially like the feral version of the original like little cat dog baby thing. But yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, and then I have this whole page of just little doodles of like a bunch of different ideas that I have. So yeah, I guess aside from that, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna be closing stream now. Definitely gonna try to stream a lot more frequently. To be just kind of on top, show you guys that I'm not dead and actually like alive. But I appreciate everybody for coming out to the stream here and just like hanging out, talking and everything like that. It really means a lot. If you haven't already liked the stream, if you would like to, please go ahead and do so. Only if you want to. If you thought it was an entertaining stream, if you like the ideas, definitely going to be working towards just trying to get these out, and hopefully the first video on it can be done in the next like 2 months. I know that sounds a lot, but I'm trying to fill in the gap with other types of videos as well. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, in the next